everyone, and welcome to the section Society's Future, which is done, as you know, every afternoon with me, Christine. Today, we will talk about inclusion, as recently a document that established the 10 reasons for inclusion has been published. By the way, we invite you to read them in the uploaded news in our website. From our point of view, it should be a topic of everyone's concern. And therefore, we ask you to call and talk about your experience and your opinions. But also, to state which one of these 10 reasons is more important for you. So, call we now. Nice meet that we have our first call. Explain yourself. Who are you? Hi?
Hello, I am Sara and I study primary education in the Autonomous University of Barcelona, and I am very concerned about the inclusion progress. The principle I would choose is number 10. Only inclusion has the potential to reduce fear and to build friendship, respect, and understanding. However, I would like to remove the word only, as I think that it is one effective way to build friendship, respect, and understanding, but it is not the only one. I don't want to be exclusive. These values can also be built through emotional education, for instance. As future teacher, I reckon that treating diversity in schools is paramount in our globalized world, for being in contact with different cultures, traditions, and ideas. It also makes you more aware of yourselves and also with alterity, fostering empathy and tolerance. I wanted to depict that segregation is created from the fear and ignorance to the unknown, those that is different from me or what I know. In contrast, inclusion is treated from love and wisdom, knowing that differences are chances to grow, to improve, and to excel. Thank you.
Okay, listener, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Okay, wow, another call? Which experience do you want to share with us? Remember that it should be about inclusion and the reason that fits the most with you. So go ahead.
Good afternoon. My name is Raquel, and I'm a teacher in a public school called Escola UAP. From my point of view, and after being in education for 10 years, I can express that the vital principle is number 9. All children need an education that will help them develop relationships and prepare them for life in the mainstream. Due to sometimes in education, we do not reckon that emotional or social part of the knowledge, as we pay more attention to the academic one, creating individualist ways of working that do not promote the connection among the same ones, fostering intolerance and disrespectful ideologies toward the others. Additionally, we cannot turn away that all children will become a member of this society. This means that in schools should be required the increasement of interactions among the kids as a key point of learning, strengthening bonds among different cultures and traditions, collapsing the border walls that exist nowadays between current society's members. To conclude, having inclusive ideologies in our schools will have a great repercussion outside it in changing tolerant and respectful relationships between citizens. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate you to share your experience and opinion with us. Wow, another listener is calling us. Don't sit on the fence and speak your mind.
Hi, my name is Maria Dolorea, a secondary student, and I'm really interested in the inclusion topic, as I think that it's really important to keep it in mind in schools. Also, it rings me a bell, something that I read yesterday, and I think that it's interesting to share with you. A teenage educational magazine talks about some principles, and the one that I consider more important is this one. Research shows children do better academically and socially in inclusive settings. That is why I remembered when I was in primary education that one teacher makes us work cooperatively, and I remembered almost everything about it because we learned from each other, comparing different point of views, and the most important thing, we were active in each moment, so we were the center of the education. Also, there were not any conventional exam, which I found them really boring and useless for me in the daily life activities. Another thing that I would like to stress is that we were really motivated in each moment to study, as we took part of that learning. Also, and to sum up, there was no discrimination, or we did not take anyone apart from the group or compare our capacities, as each one of us was unique and had something to say. So thanks for listening me, and I hope you really liked my sharings.
Perfect listener. You have stated a good point with that. What do you think? Let's ask this to our new participant.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Sara and I work as a member of the EAP, which are psychopedagogical counseling and orientation teams. And I'm very glad to hear that you are treating individually this topic, what can be a mean to inform, exchange viewpoints, and foster awareness about diversity. Okay, so answering to your question, the principle I would choose, I think, is closely related to the one Maria, the girl from the previous call, has shared, which says that kids do better academically and socially in inclusive settings. And I can say from my experience that as well, that this is completely true. However, I would choose principle number 7 that says, given commitment and support, inclusive education is a more efficient use of educational resources, because this one includes one key idea, which is commitment and support, and how these attitudes have positive results for everyone. I really think that inclusive education is aligned to multiple intelligences, since as more diverse is the learning, as more possibilities of understanding and learning there are. And it gives a chance to make everybody of the educational community overcome and improve themselves, learn from the reality and teach for it, because diversity is a fact. It is a real life and there are many kinds of diversity. So in my opinion, the school must be as meaningful and as contextualized as the real context. And then the efficient use of educational resources does not mean to have a lot of them and very different, but to know how to use them and to adapt them to the students' needs. So here we are talking about equity instead of equality. We should give the students the necessary resources to help them reach the same objectives, and these resources can be completely different from one to another. But doing this, we are teaching the students how to act democratically and with fairness in the society. So in general terms, we can say that our commitment and general and verified educational resources can arrive to a great deal of students.
Thank you. Another call is entering. Hi, are you there? Please turn down the volume from the radio because we are not listening anything. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Fogine. I'm calling because I want to share a personal experience that happened to my family. Last year, we moved and my daughter started in the new school. At her class, there was a girl which has an autism diagnosis. I wonder whether this girl would be able to learn jointly with her class. Now, I can assure that inclusion is the best we can undertake. My daughter is every time reminding me all the cooperation and peer grouping they are doing in this school. She has developed such a respect and empathy since she started in this school that I am aware of how much can someone learn from each other. I also believe that segregation and protection may low down self-esteem of the children, while the respect and the empathy values, which I think that are essential to coexist in a society, may low down. What I wanted to conclude is that with inclusion, we are closer to prepare students to coexist democratically in a society. More values are developed and obviously there is a peer learning. I believe in principle 4. There are no legitimate reasons to separate children for their education. I think that relationships at school must be a reflex of how we want relationships to be in a society.
What a program! What a lot of contributions! Thank you to all of you to participate in both enriching and helping us to decide which are the most important reasons to have in mind in the process of inclusion. Now, time to listen to every night.